Welcome to ET English, the unique English language learning feature of Education Times. This recording is brought to you by Panthea Gunathilaka, the founder of Cleon, Academy for Speech, Drama and Leadership. The Education Times comes to you every week with the Sunday Times, a leading publication of Vijaya Newspapers Limited. ET English introduces a unique way of learning English through stories. It has a short novel and also a picture story, both of which are being published in episodes every week. All the lessons and activities that are given in the feature are from these two stories. Many English scholars accept that when you learn a language through stories, you remember them better. Further, the picture story will complement this by adding the visual component as well, where it will help the readers create vivid images in their minds, helping them remember those dialogues and the words through these incidents. Now we're going to bring the audio version of this feature, where you can listen to the stories and the lessons. First the picture story, secondly the novel, and finally the lessons. The short stories are taken from the book The Mirror of Paradise by Asghar Hussain, and beginning with the new picture story I, Jenners, writer Ranjit Gunaratne. To get the best out of this feature, we suggest that you get a copy of the Education Times and also a dictionary. Also, it will help if you read the feature once or twice on your own. At the same time, try to get the correct pronunciation by listening to audio attentively and repeatedly and trying to read it after every dialogue, emulating the voices that you hear. We shall start now. We bring you I, Jenners, episode 15. Writer Ranjit Gunaratne. Illustrations by Anton B. Pereira.
Dilky, let's go get changed. Didn't you hear the announcement?
Oh my, the award ceremony. Guys, excuse me.
Param, did you manage to get a good shot?
Yeah, I clicked a couple of shots.
Param, give me the camera. I'll take a photo of you with the others. What a shame Param couldn't be in the photo with our winner.
Hans, keep your elbows closer to your body to steady the camera.
Aye, aye, sir.
We should really get some photography lessons from Param. Ha ha ha.
Let's go and get some photos of Dilky receiving the trophy.
Yes, Sarath uncle told us to get some good photos.
Dilky Pahanya Veerasinghe, the winner, Under 19 Girls Championship.
Come on, Dilky.
Come on, Dilky.
Param, take a close-up of her too.
Of course, I have already taken a couple of them.
What? I don't think Dilky would do such a foolish thing.
Anyway,
Let's call Dilky and ask her right now.
Based on a story by Asghar Hussain, The Mirror of Paradise, we bring you episode 26. The short story, A Good Medical Boy, continues. I stared at it in a state of near panic. I couldn't make any sense of it, for it was unlike anything I had ever seen before. In any case, I knew little about mechanics, for it was a subject I have always detested. After considering the object for a while, my eyes rose to meet Mr. Dissanayaka's. He was looking at me closely through his bifocals, and I saw the expectation in his face gradually turn to uncertainty. In desperation, I tried to think of something to say, something sensible, but nothing came to mind. I was vaguely aware of my Adam's apple moving up and down my throat. I then blurted out something I have never remembered since, and with a confused look he asked, "What did you say?" "I really don't know," I admitted in a croaky voice. He kept staring at me for some time and then said, "But you're an engineering student. Surely you should know the underlying principles of these things."
Activity 1. Underline the correct answer. The first one. In the first line of the short story, I refers to Rajpal's friend. The second one. In the first line of the short story, it refers to the device which Mr. Dissanayaka lifted with both hands. The third one. Mr. Dissanayaka was looking at Harendra through his bifocals. The fourth one, with a confused look, Mr. Dissanayaka asked me what I said. The fifth one, Mr. Dissanayaka said that I was an engineering student. Activity 2. Underline the conjunctives of the following sentences. The first one, I couldn't make any sense of it, for it was unlike anything I had ever seen before. The second one, I knew little about mechanics, for it was a subject I have always detested. The third one, he was looking at me closely through his bifocals, and I saw the expectation in his face gradually turn to uncertainty. The fourth one, he kept staring at me for some time and then said, "But you are an engineering student." Activity 3. Grammar focus. Find the present tense form of the following past tense verbs taken from the text. The first one, stared. The second one, couldn't make. The third one, was. The fourth one, had ever seen. The fifth one, knew. The sixth one, was looking. The seventh one, rose. The eighth one, saw. Ninth one, tried. 10th one, blurted out. 11th one, admitted. 12th one, kept. 13th one, said. 14th one, remembered. 15th one, asked. Activity 4. Read the dialogues of the picture story and learn how to ask for information and how to respond to such queries. Read aloud the information given below and practice them. Language function. Asking for clarification. giving information. Didn't you hear the announcement? Similar expressions. Didn't you hear the news? The second one, asking for information. Param, did you manage to get a good shot? Similar expressions. Sita, did you manage to complete the job? The third one, giving information. Yeah, I clicked a couple of shots. Similar expressions. Yeah, I completed all the files. The fourth one, making a suggestion. Let's go and get some photos of Dilki receiving the trophy. Similar expressions. Let's go and take photographs of important events of the ceremony. The fifth one, verifying information. Let's call Dilki and ask her right now. Similar expressions. Let's meet the director and check the information right now.
Let's take a look at the word bank today. We have 16 words for you to learn and remember their meanings. And also remember, most of the meanings given are relevant to the context of the stories today. The first word, shame, means the feelings of embarrassment and guilt that you have when you know that something you have done is wrong or stupid. Second one, trophy, an object such as a silver cup that is given as a prize for winning a competition. The third one, steady, means not changing or not interrupted. The fourth word is sense, which means good understanding and judgment. Detest is the fifth word, and detest means to hate somebody or something very much. The sixth word, considering, used to show that you are thinking about a particular fact. Bifocals, the seventh word. It's a pair of glasses with each lens made in two parts. The upper part is for looking at things at a distance, and the lower part is for looking at things that are close to you. The eighth word is expectation, which means a belief that something will happen because it is likely. Ninth word, gradually, means slowly, over a long period of time. Moving on to the 10th word, uncertainty, means the state of being uncertain. 11th word, desperation, feeling or showing that you have little hope. The 12th word is sensible. Sensible means to be able to make good judgments based on reason and experience rather than emotion. Practical. The 13th word, vaguely, in a way that is not detailed or exact. 14th word is aware, which means knowing or realizing something. 15th word, blurt, and blurt means to say something suddenly and without thinking carefully enough. The last word, admit, means to agree, often unwillingly, that something is true. With that, we come to the end of the activity session for episode 26. Dear listeners, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to our recordings. You're welcome to give us your feedback and suggestions on the phone numbers and the email address given in the ET English feature in the Education Time section. We meet again next week. The recording was brought to you by Panthea Gunathilaka, the founder of Cleon Academy for Speech, Drama and Leadership. Until then, goodbye and happy learning.